Hello and welcome to the Venatus EU Duel Tournament Finals. Joined with me today is Roag, and I'm Master Joda.
Hey guys, hope you're all having a good one. We've got Influ and Mencher fighting today, first round. Influ, Russian player, we saw him, greatsword main, some lovely drags in the last fight, and Mencher, I believe just a release player, but a strong player. Both players on greatsword actually, so should be an interesting fight. Straight away, Influ taking the advantage. Just a reminder, all fights will be first to 10s as well.
Influ using a lot of stamina that chamber morph with right at the start of the fight.
Mencher takes the first round comfortably.
Very patient.
Yeah, it was an interesting fight. I think both players just kind of feeling each other out there.
It's usually like that on the first duel, especially in the mirror match.
I think we'll see a lot of back and forth, and then they'll find the group. Lovely drag from Influ. Mencher behind on stam, but winning on health.
Both of them one shot at the moment.
Yeah, we've seen some really nice swing manipulation from Influ in his previous duels. Mencher, I don't really remember watching his duel if I'm honest, but I've fought him a few times and he's certainly got the skills. Again, lovely drags and then into an excel from Influ. Mencher low on stamp. Misses his Wessex.
Yeah, that's going to get something out.
Influ still just ahead and he knows it. Nice drag.
2-1 for Influ. Getting close there by the end with that stamina, but he ended up getting that hit he needed right at the end, so. Oh, is that Poleaxe ult? Okay.
Yeah, we've seen the weapon change come out. Mencher already on 70 stam though. Needs to make a play. 40 stam.
Nice morph. I think Mencher might have been anticipating a drag there.
He swaps back to greatsword, so obviously I think he's most comfortable on it. It's 3-1 to Influ. And just a reminder that the participants can change weapons as many times as they want. So we might see a few loadout changes before Mencher finds his groove.
Mencher lower on stam and health.
Influ playing this very cool, nice and patient, lovely drag. Lovely drags there from Influ. Influ just seems very collected. Doesn't seem to be letting the pressure get to him at all.
He played exactly how he needed to. He saw that he was above stam. He's like, I'm just going to go for basic riposte, get nice swing manipulation, hopefully catch a few hits right at the end. That's what he did.
Yeah, I was not very much chamber feint parry from either players, but nice drag there from Mencher. Again, just kind of trading blows. Influ behind on stam and health. Oh, lovely double parry.
That double.
And Mencher now behind. Got to make a play and falls for the drag.
That drag.
So that was a really nice early parry by Influ. Don't think it was a panic. I think he just parried early and got the double parry out when Mencher murphed. What's a murph? Morphed. Mencher still sticking with the greatsword 5-1 to Influ.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's just feeling most comfortable on it, so.
Oh, Mencher just blows his stam, but lands a hit.
Don't know if that's going to be worth it in the long run of this fight.
Nice Wessex
Maybe.
drag. Yeah,
that's 6-1 for Influ. No.
He swaps the Bastard Sword Buckler. We saw him use this in a previous matchup when he was losing.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's see how Influ deals with this. Oh, falls for the feint. Looks like Influ was going to gamble that feint and then just didn't.
It can be tough with that Bastard Sword.
Yeah, especially we've not seen Influ really playing for Stam, although the fights haven't come down to it. He swapped as well, so we got Bastard Sword
Oh,
Buckler.
here we go.
Is this the NA meta? Influ behind on Stam, but shouldn't matter too much with the Buckler. Is he gonna
One
get the
buckler
pickup?
down.
No, I don't think so. Mencher doing fine on Stam, looks like he should have this one.
Entered a little bit of a comeback here. 2 rounds in a row, 6-3 for Influ still, but seems to be a little more comfortable with this setup.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna, well, as we've seen, it's gonna come down to stamina now between the two. Influ burning his stamina, but getting a hit out. Yeah, nice play from Mencher there.
It's kind of the battle of the chamber.
It's
Well,
quite
chamber
common.
fainted pairs.
Yeah, it's quite common to see if you're being aggressive, throw a lot of your stamina out the window early on, but you land a hit or two as a trade-off. It's not really worth it if you're not landing the hits. Nice feint read. Influ feinting a stab there, probably not the best idea. Influ low on stam, but Mencher jumps. Both players going to take a regen.
It was a big risk with all those feints, but he actually got the hit in, so...
Mencher actually pushing there, even though he's not full on stam, but seems to be confident. Yeah, nice gamble. Nice from Mencher there, nice and aggressive, just kind of didn't give Influ a chance to collect himself.
That's some NA meta right there, just bloodthirsty aggression.
6-5 now to Mencher, big comeback.
Influ on the War Axe.
On the War Axe, yeah. I think we're going to see... Oh. Yeah, there we go. Just about to say, I think we're going to see Mencher falling for those drags. We saw Influ using the War Axe in one of his previous matchups, and he was doing some lovely LMB mix-up drags with it. Almost playing the War Axe like it's greatsword.
I think that's the right strat against the Bastard Sword Buckler setup. He only needs to get these 2 hits in. He doesn't need to worry about getting like 4 hits like that.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're probably not going to see him feinting that much as well, because it looks like Mencher's kind of somewhat gambling his feints. So it might actually play into Influ's favor here. 8-5. We'll see if Mencher changes setup. He does. Swaps to Greatsword. Greatsword versus War Axe. Fairly good matchup. Oh, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful LMB drag.
Yeah, Mencher really needing to chamber these drags if he's not reading them. And it's 9-5 Influ. Mencher swaps onto the Evening Star.
Good matchup.
Yeah, Influ already massively behind on stamina. Mencher just needs to play this safe if he can. Lovely drag.
Some footwork, I like it.
Oh, goes for the gamble though.
Why did he gamble there? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously he could have feint parried, but just decided not to do it. Unfortunate. That was still a good matchup.
A lot of weapon swaps is quite interesting. Influ, congrats.
Yeah, well done, Influ. I think I'd like to see Influ play the War Axe a little bit more. I think he plays it, certainly when I watched him last time, he was playing it quite differently to how you normally see War Axe. It's normally just kind of overhead spam and feint spam, but Influ was doing some really nice LMB mix-up drags. So Sammy 1G versus Macy. Sammy 1G is actually the stream sniper of legend from Summit 1G's chat. And Macy is an alpha player. Both of these guys have played a lot. Should be an interesting fight. I think Macy's the stronger player, but Sammy 1G's been performing well.
We got Greatsword against 2-hand Messer.
Lovely double parry. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice play there from Macy. I don't think double parry was intentional, but still from Summit 1G's chat.
Some nice reads right off the gate. A nice Messer drag. Nice footwork too to dodge that Messer Excel.
Yeah, nice footwork there coming in from Sammy. Low stamp on Macy. He's in trouble. Gets the pickup. Well, nice drag. Sammy having none of it.
1-1.
We've seen some really nice like defensive chambering from Sammy. One of the more chamber-heavy players in the tournament, it seems like. Macy actually a Messer main as well. One of the few Messer mains I've seen. Macy looks a little bit more cautious this time around.
There's a little damage. Macy, bad spot health-wise.
Seeing some nice movement and chambering from Sammy. Macy again behind on stamp. Misses his swing, but he's still in it. Oh, lovely. Not quite sure what happened there for Sammy. He had it, and then he didn't.
There were a couple whiffs back and forth, and then Macy just took initiative and landed his swing, so...
Oh, big excels on the Messer there.
Good footwork by Macy walking out of that foot drag as well.
Yeah, we've seen some really nice face hug footwork from Macy in his last games. He tends to footwork really close and just kind of run around, which is quite interesting to see. A lot of players on Mordheim are quite static, but Macy's obviously got the experience, so he's using it to his advantage here. Sammy, definitely the more defensive player. Nice judgment there from Macy. And Sammy loses on stam.
Macy seems to just be very calm now, knows exactly where the swings are going to be and just steps away from them.
Yeah, that's what we were seeing from Macy, as I was saying, just strong footwork, kind of offensive, face hugging, forcing the misses by circling. Really using those Messer excels to his advantage. Eating the excel though, clash. Yeah, Messer's going to win that. Macy behind on, never mind. Both players should be about even. And Sammy takes it. That was nice from Sammy. He had to make a play. He used a lot of his stamina there, but it paid off.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, exactly. We're seeing a lot of chamber feints from Macy, and they're not really working on Sammy at all because he's so chamber heavy.
That is a very different fight than we were seeing previously.
Yeah, a lot less kind of back and forth in this one. It's a lot more. Not sure what the word I would use. More aggressive. I think the greatsword guys are a bit more refined. Mencher and Influ. These two really going at each other. Macy behind on stam and health. Sammy misses. Nice counter kick from Sammy.
Ooh.
And nice drag stack.
4-3.
Yeah, that was a really nice counter kick from Sammy. Not everybody would have read what Macy was going to do there.
Macy reading that chamber more faint. Sammy way low on stamina now.
Gamble, nice kick. Sammy low stamp. Almost lands the drag.
Saw him go for that kick gamble right at the end to finish him off, but Macy kind of backed up and just stabbed his toe with the Messer. That was the right move.
Both players a little bit more reserved than they were at the start.
Yeah.
Sammy, oh, Macy behind on stamina. And big miss. Oh, that's going to hurt him.
Oh.
Yeah. Macy just seems to be gambling a little bit more than we're used to him seeing, maybe feeling the pressure a little bit here. Sammy seems to be playing pretty strong, actually. As I was saying, good defensive play from Sammy. Macy swapped to the Y.
Ooh.
Interesting choice against the greatswords. Almost double parried, but not quite. Sammy behind on stam. Doesn't matter though, takes the win. Nice morph. Yeah, in a lot of respects, as I was saying yesterday, I feel that the greatsword is it's kind of Zwei but better for duels.
Yeah, for duels, I'd say the same thing. I think Macy's maybe hoping that he can get his little edge in footwork to maybe outrange, slip past, and get a nice wide swing with his Y. But now it's a 5-5 situation, so
Yeah, and Macy's in trouble on Stam. He needs to back off if he can. If he's playing the Zwei, he needs to utilize the lighter armor to his advantage and try and be footworking, and obviously the range of the Zwei as well. But he's got the disadvantage of being a 2-hit. Yeah, he swapped back. Not surprised.
Yes. Radio, sir.
Sammy, big miss. Macy punches nicely. Sammy in trouble here. Needs to do something. Yeah. Macy seems to be gambling quite a lot, but seems to be paying off.
yeah, well, it paid off that time, that's for sure.
I suppose that's the nature of gambling. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But still, 6-6. Sammy behind on Stam, big time. Nice duck. Yeah. Macy just seems to be eating these.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he missed the parry or what happened, but it went through and it tagged him.
No, I think he's feeling the pressure here for sure. Sammy just still seems to just be a little bit more solid. Gambles again from Macy. Not making it very good choices here, but nice clash. Falls for the chamber feint. Nice drag. Sammy misses. Unfortunate.
This is a tight set already, 7-7.
7-7, yep. Yeah. Sammy saying, "Man, I can't aim." Has he got the Yeah, they got the tourney shakes.
But both players said, "You come to my side."
More feinting into a stab. Obviously, Macy just chambers. Sammy behind on stamina. Macy just needs to play passive here. Yeah, Sammy really in trouble.
I see. Decided to play it safe, not risk, not gamble there at the end. Just kind of.
Yeah, passive may be the wrong word, but you definitely have to maintain the pressure and try not to make any mistakes if you're winning stamina.
Safe. That's what I meant. It's more of the word. Safe aggression.
Exactly. Macy just seems to be eating these excels. Gamble.
Sammy low on stamina catches it.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sammy didn't really have much choice there. He either had to feint or kick, and unfortunately Macy, I don't think maybe realised how low Sammy was on stam.
Oh, 8-8. Whew.
Yeah, very close set. I think this is the closest set of games we've had actually.
And like, yeah, combining today and yesterday, I believe so.
Yeah, exactly. Macy a 1-hit.
Oh, that stab drag.
Sammy just really strong here. Just again, he's not doing anything particularly fancy. He's just seems to just be a little bit more solid than Macy is.
Match point for Sammy now.
I think we might see Macy swap weapon. No, it's still the same weapon.
No
To be
cheese.
nice and respectful.
Radio, sir.
Match point for Sammy. He'll be playing it pretty safe. Nice drag. Macy and Sammy about the same stamina actually.
Oh, over excelling by just a hair.
That miss might cost Macy. He's in trouble. Gets the stab off. Sammy's in trouble. 9 each.
9-9.
Both players missing there, and the other player not really able to capitalize on it, but worked out for Macy in the end.
Sammy asking if Macy wants to fist fight. Macy said
Come on,
no.
chat. Who do you think is going to win? You better predict now.
Get those predictions in. This is it.
Come on. Prize pool.
Oh, look at that one all in.
They're not. Doesn't look like they're going to fist fight. They thought about it. Big exchange of blows. Nice drag from Sammy. Good read again from Sammy. Like chamber, I should say. Falls for the drag. Both players about even.
Sammy low on
Macy
stam.
takes it. Yeah, Macy takes it.
Well fought. That was quite the set.
Yeah, very close game.
Holy crap.
Honestly, I think in a lot of respects, Sammy played better than Macy, but I think Macy was just feeling the pressure there. But still, a very close game. Macy normally very kick heavy, actually. I was saying that the other day, but we're not seeing him kick as often as when he fights me, anyway. I wonder maybe if he's just not feeling confident with his kicks and doesn't want to risk it.
Yeah, we haven't been seeing many kicks at all so far, actually. I think we only saw one that ended up whiffing, so we'll see. Looks like next up we have the Rocky and ESK.
So Rocky, a newer release player, but very strong. A lot of potential. He can go far for sure. He's in FW, which is Frostwolf's EU comp team. And Esk, we've seen him in the past. Very strong jeweler. He came from Chivalry. He's in Berserkers, which is a French clan. Both of these players very strong. Should be a close matchup. We've got the War Axe on Esk and the Bardiche on Rocky. Rocky rarely plays anything other than Bardiche. He seems to love it.
I'm excited to see that. I'm a fan of both of these weapons, so we'll see how it goes. Well, right now we're just waiting for Rocky to get back. Apparently he's not.
Yeah, Rocky's just sorting his music. Esk actually did win the last duel tournament, the Brotherhood duel tournament, which was a couple weeks ago. Straight away, big L&B drag from Esk, and he goes for the jump overhead. Seen him land those before. Rocky's a one-hit with the War Axe.
Really nasty.
Nice kick punish. Esk needs to make something happen, otherwise he's in trouble with stamina. Lovely again. Yeah, Rocky playing it safe with the stam game. He could be punishing his feints with, attacks, but he's using kicks instead because of the War Axe stam drain. It's definitely the smart choice to try and outstam the War Axe first. Falls for the feint, tries to footwork. I think S just must have dragged that out at the end because
it looked like he parried as well, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he parried, but S must have just dragged it at the end there.
I think he missed the extended parry window. Ooh, that drag.
Good drags from S. Nice double parry there from Rocky. Interesting here is that, Esk is also actually a two-hit as well, so he doesn't have a huge advantage with the two-hit on the War Axe. Rocky behind on stamina here. Nice kick again from Rocky.
Brought it back stamina-wise. Especially after that. Nice kick.
Oh, must have been a hand kick. That was just out of range. Just in range even. Both players back even on stamina. Never mind, Rocky's behind. Lovely drag, doesn't matter. Seeing some good footwork here from Rocky. He's just staying at the edge of the War Axe's range and trying to use the Bardiche's length to his advantage. Swap to Messer for Esk, interestingly.
Interesting swap.
Esk on 20 HP. Nice chamber feint.
Almost got that three-piece.
Rocky behind on stam, needs to make something happen here. And can't quite manage it. Interesting swap to Messer by Esk, especially from War Axe. Maybe he just feels more comfortable with the Messer. I wouldn't say the Messer was a better pick against the Bardiche, but
yeah, I would argue that the War Axe is the better matchup, but I mean,
yeah,
it worked out for Esk, so.
The Messer has some lovely chamber excels, but the War Axe, so S behind on stamina and health. And he's being kept at bay really nicely by Rocky with the range. Nice foot drag.
That was a very clean foot drag.
Yeah, Rocky just, as I said, using the Bardish's range to his advantage. I don't know if the swap to Messer is going to be something we're going to see S keep up with. I think he's probably going to swap back to the War Axe at some point. Yeah, he has swapped back to the War Axe.
Yeah.
And in a lot of senses, as I was saying yesterday, the War Axe is just better Messer. Esk already behind on stamina, and Rocky knows it.
Oh, especially with
Big miss from
those
Esk.
2 misses.
Lovely footwork
Three
again
misses.
from Rocky, and Esk is in trouble here. He does have a secondary, but doesn't seem to remember that he has it. Unfortunate misses here from Esk. He does do some really nice drags.
He's trying to put too much oomph in them, letting him get footworked a little too easily.
Rocky with his back to the pillar here, in trouble. Goes for the kick, but feints. Rocky lower on stam. He's going to back off and try and regen.
I saw footsies there by Ask.
Trouble here.
Oh yeah.
Nice footwork from Rocky, but not quite enough.
5-3 for Rocky now.
Yep.
The War Axe was definitely the weapon you should stick with for this matchup.
If anything, just for the stam drain. Rocky's footwork just absolutely fantastic. He's defending really well. Lovely footwork we're seeing, and S just not able to hit him. (6-3) Rocky. I think we might see S try and mix this up. I don't imagine he's going to stick on the War Axe much longer if he's still losing. Still on the War Axe for now.
If he does, what do you think would be the weapon swap?
To counterpick Bardiche, I don't know, maybe Halberd on the alt grip he might be able to. It depends how S plays really. I like Halberd against Bardiche, but if you go on the alt grip and you don't have legs, then you can get one hit in the legs by the Bardiche. It's 6-4 though. Reed Esk looks like he's being a lot more aggressive now, pushing with the feints. Rocky not backing off though. Lovely drag from Rocky. Yeah, S seals the deal though. 6-5, maybe a bit of a comeback here.
Yeah, I think he's feeling a little more comfortable now. He knows the matchup now. He knows what he needs to do with that War Axe. He's in the zone.
Yeah. Just nothing fancy with the War Axe. You don't need to play incredibly fancy. Just land your hits, make sure you're not missing, and you'll win. Nice chamber feint parry from Rocky. Goes for the big drag and misses. Rocky just ahead on stamp. Never mind, he missed. Both players missing here. And nice underhand. The underhand drags on the War Axe are nasty. Not seeing many of those from Esk.
Another close set so far, dude. 6-6.
Yeah, this is more of kind of what I expected to see. Both these players are pretty even in terms of skill.
Nice read, never mind.
But falls for it. Esk again, just missing his drags, goes for the underhand. Rocky behind on stam, but not by much. Never mind, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you make one mistake with the War Axe, you already put yourself in a pretty bad situation with that combo.
Yeah, the combo speed. Land one hit with the War Axe, and the second one is infinitely easier to land. Rocky just doesn't seem phased by it. Well, 8-6 to S, but I think Rocky still well and truly could bring this back. We've seen some lovely footwork from him. As long as he can stay confident against the War Axe, he'll be fine. I don't anticipate him swapping off with Bardiche though. It is pretty much the only weapon I see him use. Goes for the kick and miss. He's in trouble now, he needs to make the play. His back's against the wall. 30 stam on Rocky. Esk knows it, keeping the pressure up.
Oh, misses that parry. I think he can still press his advantage though.
Esk is low on stam, but not as low as Rocky. There we go. Baits the kick out. Lovely duck
Oh, the
from Rocky.
duck.
And that's a little regen for both. Rocky's going to be pleased with that.
Regen. Double parry.
Rocky slightly ahead on Stam. I think Rocky's going to lose the Stam game. Lovely footwork. Lovely footwork. Esk is in trouble. Never mind.
Oh,
Lovely footwork from both players.
that
Yeah,
was
we saw a couple
good
iframes.
footwork.
We saw a couple iframes coming out of that fight as well.
Almost gonna be a big comeback round if Rocky would have won that fight.
Esk going for the jump overheads. It's 10-6 for Esk. That's GG Esk.
That is
Unfortunate
GG.
for Rocky, man. That was a really good fight, man. Really enjoyed that one. I think Rocky's footwork really outdid himself there. Esk, just very aggressive with the War Axe. That's all you need to do.
So you gotta play with the War Axe.
So we've got Reich and John versus Uber. People have spawned in that aren't supposed to. I'm assuming this is Reich. Crush, Fix, Shield. It's got Falchion and Buckler. Yeah, but really, Crush, please.
Salutations!
So do you know about these iframes,
Greetings,
Yoda?
my lord!
Don't know
Yeah,
if you call them that.
we've been, we call it the same thing. Been messing with those for the past couple days as well.
Yeah, they're crazy. So we've got Baskern against Reich. Baskern's in Symbol, which is Ager's team, and Reich is in FDM, which is Reich's team. We've got Falchion Buckler against Evening Star. Should be a close match. Nice chamber drag from Reich. Nice read there from Baskern. Good kick. Reich's in trouble with his Stam. Baskern misses, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that kick really cost Reich there. Reich, the only human being I know who mains Falchion. But
We see a few Falchion mains upcoming here in NA. You can get some unpredictable drags in there that you're not expecting. Baskin trying to get away, trying to get his stamina back.
yeah, in trouble though. Footwork's away, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Oh, Reich got some regen though.
He did get some
Baskern's
regen
still
back.
very low. Lovely play from Baskern there, or perhaps more to the point, a misplay from Reich by not pushing the offensive. I mean, Baskern did footwork, but I think Reich could have pushed a bit harder there.
Definitely.
Yeah, 2-0 to Baskern.
Panic parry. Falchion can go really fast, I understand. Be difficult to read.
Falchion is strange. Nice kick from Baskern. And Reich eating the Excel. And trouble on stamina. Yeah. Baskern just playing his footwork a little bit better and using his kicks to his advantage, and Reich just not catching them.
Greetings, my lord!
Or that you'll see a player actually win the Stam War against a Buckler player. It's pretty interesting, but the Evening Star does do that.
Oh, that one was over quickly.
Yeah.
I was just responding to a Steam message, I didn't even see it. But that's 3-1 to Baskern.
Follow me! We
I'd be
was just
curious
the
to see if we
threes.
see. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if we see a weapon switch from Reich. I've literally never seen him play anything but Falchion. Baskern goes for the punish, but doesn't manage it.
Yes!
Nice kick.
Oops! My mistake! Salutations!
Kind of coming
That's
into his
3-2.
own now. Yeah, 3-2.
What do we think, chat? Reich best player EU? Question mark.
Me, my lords!
Baskern just smacking him with the Evening Star.
Oh, that chamber.
4-2 Baskern. Worth noting here, Baskern's actually a release player. I don't believe he's got any Shiv experience, and Reich is an alpha player. I don't believe he played Shiv though. At least I don't remember him. Interesting, yeah, interesting.
Oh.
Not quite sure what Reich was going for there. Maybe a little 360.
Gotta add a bit of flair sometimes.
Yeah, 5-2 Baskern though. Reich falls for the feint. Baskun's going to keep up the pressure with that scary evening start. Goes for a chamber, but long attack. Lovely kick again from Baskun. Baskun was #1 in EU in Life is Feudal. Didn't know that.
Interesting information there.
Yeah.
I had no
There's
idea.
no counter kicks coming out from Reich. Trying to drag the falchion. Baskun having none of it though. Not seeing many feints come out from Reich. He's just trying to win the stam game, and he's managing it. Nice footwork from Baskun. Reich's just blown his stamina. Reich's in trouble here. Goes out the arming sword.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
doesn't manage it.
He's playing that stam game really hard, just hoping to get at least one whiff off. Make him miss once.
Yeah,
win that
he's
stam.
struggling here against the Evening Star, and he's not changing off the falchion either. Baskun just having no problems reading the falchion, and I think kind of once you're used to the falchion, it becomes pretty rubbish. Honestly, I think the big thing with the falchion is or all the one hand weapons is they got slightly strange animations. So once you get past that, yep, here we go, weapon swap from Reich.
Why?
This is why against the Evening Star. Don't know if that's the best choice, but see if it makes a difference. Reich on low stam. Yep, Reich takes the round. 8-3, sorry, Baskun.
Kind of a polar opposite weapon he decided to swap for. Maybe to just throw him off there, get some fat drags that he wasn't ready for.
My side.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Zwei, but in a duel against an Evening Star, I wouldn't pick it. I think Evening Star
I agree.
just does what Zwei does, but in a duel it just does it better because of the stam drain. It's long, high damage, good drags, good stabs. Baskun again.
Its neutral excels are pretty nice as well.
Baskun's ahead on stam, but not by much. Right, misses the drag, goes for a stab gamble. Nice drag from Reich. Falls for the feint. Not really seeing much kind of aggression from Reich. In the previous duels, we've seen him. Don't know if you remember yesterday, he was playing the falchion and just chamber feinting a shit ton. In these fights, he just doesn't seem to quite be as aggressive or know what to do against Baskun here. Baskun slightly ahead on stam, but Reich lands the hit and nice kick.
Oh, here we go.
Gamble kick there from Baskun, but it paid
Able
off.
to do so. Well met.
9-4.
Greetings.
Yeah, 9-4.
Out of the way, Squire.
How do you feel about the alt grips Zweihander? I've been seeing some of that pop up in NA past week or so.
I don't really like the alt grip Zwei, but Baskun ahead, and this is match point for Baskun. Flesh wounded, and Reich takes it. Yeah, Reich just here he's being a lot more aggressive in these past two fights, and it's working for him. Baskun may be feeling the pressure now. He just needs one more round to win. Nice double parry. Reich misses the kick.
Oh,
Baskun should have this one if he plays smart. Interesting gamble.
even on stand.
Falls for the drag. Ah, that's unfortunate. He almost got the morph when he was flesh wounded, but not quite.
Yeah, if he would have had that morph, that would have been it.
Yeah, it was a nice foot drag there from Reich.
Greetings.
That's 9-6. Still within comfortable reach for Baskun. Baskun just crumbling a little bit here. Reich seems to have found his groove. This is what I was saying. Yeah, this is what I was saying with Reich. He was just needing to play a bit more aggressive. And the defensive play just wasn't working for him.
This is an interesting comeback so far.
Baskun just going straight in. Definitely wants the win. Kick from Reich. Baskun on half stam.
Yeah, the aggression
Not
is
too far
definitely working
behind.
out. Baskun low on stab.
Clash. 16 stam on Baskun. Needs to do something. Oh, gets the pickup. Doesn't matter though.
9-8.
9-8. I think we could see a big comeback here. That will be the biggest comeback of the tourney so far.
From what, 9-3 to 9-8?
9-3, I believe. It's not over yet. Baskrin, big L&D. Doesn't read the kick. Right, reading the feints, and Baskrin panics.
Kind of made himself panic there. I'm not sure why.
Right falls the feint, but he's still in it. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Nice try from Reich.
Oh, good fights.
If he had landed that kick, he probably would have flesh-winded Baskrin. Maybe could have brought that back.
Looked like he went in for the finish and then kind of said, "Wait a minute, I can get kicked right now." Kind of S-keyed away.
Yeah, Baskrin thought about it, and then just kind of backed off. That was a good fight. We saw Reich actually change his playstyle big time there, and it was, funnily enough, Baskrin was landing lots of kicks at the start, and that's what was winning in the duels. And then Reich kind of swapped, and Reich was landing all the kicks, and Baskrin just not managing to counter kick at all.
Yeah, it was like finding a different player for him, so probably threw him off a bit.
Yeah, big playstyle change there, and it paid off for Reich. Anyway, next up we have John and Uber. Must confess, don't know who John is. Never seen him before, but he's in the DOS clan. Seen a few of those guys around. Uber, same chat from yesterday. Player from Brotherhood, old Shiv player. Very competent in Shiv comps, so should be an interesting matchup. Uber on this Y. First, sorry, Halberd?
Yeah, Halberd.
Don't know why it says Y. Yeah, Uber on the Halberd. I don't think he was playing that yesterday. Halberd's not like great for duels, but I like it. You can do some nutty stab drags on the alt grip.
Nice drag. Uber having none of those morphs.
John trying to take a regen. Uber falling for the morph. And the foot drag tries to chamber but doesn't manage it.
And John got more regen off than Uber did. I'm not sure why Uber didn't just opt to back away as well and gain full stamina.
Yeah, clearly Uber on the longsword. Chat just tearing me apart. Oh, nice kick there from Uber, and he's utilizing the inability to chamber. Yeah, as we were saying yesterday, when you land a kick, they can't chamber, so it's quite nasty to develop a stab feint after you land a kick because they have to hard read it.
And it's hard to hard read stabs.
Yeah, it's hard to hard read stabs, especially if you're so used to chambering. Yep, we're seeing it again there. John really needs to catch on to Uber doing that. Either just hard read or try and get a kick punish out. Problem is with Halberd, you're going to struggle to kick punish as well because it's so long. And Uber's probably not going to fall for that because of his footwork.
John low on stam and health. Whew.
Yeah, Uber just dominant in these fights.
Wonder if we're going to see John switch up weapon or anything. I don't think it's quite necessary. I just think he needs to kind of swap his playstyle up.
Yeah, exactly. I think Greatsword is strong against Halberd, especially because it's a 2-hit. Uber low on stam, but probably going to make a play. John letting him get the stam regen. Oh, sorry, John's actually swapped onto longswords. Didn't see that.
Didn't see that either.
John low on stam. So's Uber though.
Opting to punch and then whip out a bandage. That was interesting.
Interesting how few people were seeing pull out secondaries and so on. If I was playing the tournament, I would definitely have a secondary, cleaver or something. Arming sword
for sure.
Cleaver,
Arming sword works as well. Yeah.
John gone back to the greatsword, I think. Nope, still on the longsword.
Those kicks.
Yeah, still falling for the kick and then the stab feint. He needs to wise up to that. 6-1. Poor John just getting bullied here. Maybe we'll see him swap back. War Axe, interesting choice. Reason that is just, I'm not sure. I think the greatsword would be better because Uber is a 2-hit anyway. So
Yeah,
taking a
that's
2-hit
true.
weapon like the War Axe is kind of irrelevant. And Uber playing better stam play, so I don't think John's going to outstam him. And again falling for the kick into stab feint, and again falling for the kick. John in big trouble here.
Yeah, and with the greatsword, he could at least use that range and step out of kick range, but
Yeah, I
the War
think
Axe,
the
you have
greatsword's
to...
the better choice.
Yeah, definitely. 7-1 for Uber.
Hubert just being hyper aggressive, and it's paying off because John can't punish his mistakes anyway. Nice drag there from John. More of that. Hubert not even trying to chamber, just hard reading. John behind on stamina.
Went for his own little stab feint against the halberd, but
He's got the fists, he's still in it. And it's 8-1 to Uber. It's not looking good for John. He's putting up a good fight though. It's worth noting that Uber has thousands of hours in Chivalry and played Chivalry comp, so he's at quite a big advantage.
nice foot drag. Fell for the
John-
kick, stab feint.
Unfortunately, it's just John's playing well, but he's also not learning or adapting to Uber's playstyle, and that's really what he needs to do to start winning a few duels. It's 9-1 though. I don't expect to come back here. John being very honourable though. He says it's a pleasure dueling you. Uber actually behind on stam here. If John plays patiently, he could win.
Yeah, the drag. It's a stab, disarmed, and there it is. 10-1 for Uber. GG.
John,
Yeah.
level 81 release player. Just unfortunate to be matched up against a player of Uber's caliber.
Those kick stab feints were definitely the key factor in that entire set.
Yeah, for sure. Cameraman's getting coffee apparently, so we're going to take a quick break. Oh, no breaks. Okay.
Just going straight into it.
So next up, Kodlak and Slow. I think we saw Slow playing Bastard Sword and Shield in the last match. Kodlak, one of my boys, he'll be playing Evening Star. We saw him clean wipe Tsuni yesterday, so expecting a strong performance from Kodlak. I think this is going to be a good matchup. I don't know Slow very well, but I expect he's a strong player, especially being in Storm, one of the better Russian clans.
That's Zweihander. It's Evening Star.
And Tony? Kodlak, just, if I say Tony, it's Kodlak. Kodlak just taking the first duel, no problems at all.
Absolute.
And he swaps to the Bastard Sword and Kite Shield, not even hesitating there.
Saw that Evening Star, said, yeah, that's why it's not the right choice here.
Whiffs the kick. Kodlak low and stand, but gets the pickup.
Saw Slow going for a lot of stabs there to make Kodlak chamber a lot and not win that stam game against the Shield. It's going to be a tough matchup there.
I was just about to say Kodlak should swap off the Evening Star, and he has. He's gone to Rapier Buckler, which is a nice, surprisingly very effective against Shield.
Those wiggle stabs
nice
can go
yeah.
right around, yeah.
But he's in trouble on stamina. Nice hard read. There we go, that perfect example of the stab there. Hits him in the ankle. Slow. Oh, I think Slow just drag stabbed the Bastard Sword. Kodlak needs to be conscious of his chambers. He can't really chamber at all against the Shield because he's going to lose in stam. So he has to hard read as much as he can and footwork if he can. Kodlak already behind on stam. Nice hard read. Unfortunate he doesn't get the kick. Still in it though. He might try and go get the buckler. He doesn't know where it is though.
Surprised we're not seeing any of the rapier throw tech. I know it's a little risky, but if you had a secondary, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Get that one tap to the head. 3-1 for slow.
I think we should get some play-by-play casting for this fascinating gameplay. He stabs.
Oh,
can see
actually
another
a
stab.
waterfall, but
Oh, another stab. Very exciting.
as soon as you said that, the stabs were a little minimal compared to the other fights.
Yeah, actually, it was a nice overhead around his shields.
Yeah, that overhead waterfall. Oh, the underhand waterfall as well.
Cold Lightning, not a shield main, but I don't think it should matter too much.
Oh, he keeps going around that shield again.
Slow clearly has got some practice against shield players. He's got some lovely. I don't know if you
Waterfalls.
call it waterfalling. Not sure if it's really a waterfall, but it's certainly going over the shield.
Salute.
Cold Light back to Evening Star. Interesting. I think Cold Light just trying to mix it up. Lands the kick. That's big. Push. Slow, not going to get the regen. But Cold Light behind on Stam. And misses the stab. That was unfortunate. Cold Light in trouble here. And slowly 6-1 ahead. I think we're going to see another switch from Cold Light. The Evening Star's just not working. It's too slow. Too slow, really. I think the War Axe would be a better choice than the Evening Star. I quite like Mace and Buckler against the Shield, because the Mace stab is just so fast.
The mace is the better rapier.
Yeah, in a lot of respects. You just get a little bit more range with the Rapier. Yeah, lovely drag stab there from Slow.
Shall comply. Agree.
Yeah,
I shall
Cold Light
comply.
needs to do something here. Gonna stick with the rapier.
Unfortunately, there's only so much you can do. It's kind of like hitting your head against the wall. You just have to keep trying, and hopefully he's gonna find something that works for him.
He could match the shield.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna see him swap back to shield if he loses this one. 8-1.
Comply. Of course. Agreed.
We've seen it.
Still
No.
on the Rapier Buckler. Slow, potentially a one hit. If Cold Light can land a headshot, doesn't matter.
Yeah, 9-1.
9-1, slow. This is unfortunate for Kodlak. A real shame. We might see a right here.
All right.
And back to Evening Star. Slow now playing the two-hand just to try and prove that. Oh, lovely jump. Just try and prove to the chat that you can indeed play without a shield. Nice, faster sword drags.
And it's 9-1.
Oh, maybe gonna get a regen off. Yeah. Kodlak definitely not out of this one yet. Never mind.
He still won the round
That's
without the
10-1.
shield.
Won the round without the shield. Unfortunate there for Kodlak. The shield just gets in your brain when you're losing. You're losing like that against the shield and nothing's working. It's pretty demoralizing.
It definitely gets into your head. We have Hands versus Lion.
Again, don't really know either of these players. Lion and Storm, same clan as Slowly. And Slayer, we saw him yesterday. I believe he played the Greatsword. Looks like he's onto Rapier and Kite Shield, and Lion is on Bastard Sword and Kite Shield.
Oh, here we go. Another shield bout.
Some more fantastic gameplay coming right up.
Stabs. Answers with a stab. Gets a kick. Stab. Nice stab around the shield. Another stab.
He might stab again.
That was a really good stab, but
you
it
saw
ended
that
up being
coming.
blocked.
Slayer,
His kick
lovely
stab.
kick actually. Yeah, Slayer actually pulling out some nice kicks. Be interesting to see if we can get some counter kick gameplay going on between the two shields. That might be interesting.
Slow kick gets punished with a stab.
Misses
First
the overhead.
swing.
they're gonna stab. Oh, kick into stab.
Oh,
Impossible.
So I think both players are running Flesh Wound as well. Looks like Slayer. Yeah, I think Slayer will be running Flesh Wound as well, given his armor.
you chant 5 seconds. You can get a lot of stabs out in 5 seconds.
I think, honestly, if you're playing Rapier with shield, you should just put your mouse on infinite scroll and just go for it.
Just unlock that scroll wheel.
Yeah, just
Get a little
go for it.
vacuum cleaner pointed at the mouse wheel.
That looked a bit strange, trying to get around the shield, and he's flesh wounded. Oh, big waterfall. Lovely waterfall there from Lion, actually.
Yeah, that was actually really clean. 3-1 for Hans.
Is that the real BRman74 in the chat? Surely not. Lion, a little bit behind on stamp. Oh, was that a counter kick? I don't know, I missed it.
Like a kick drag almost. Oh, stabs him right in the head. Tries to go around the shield. It's not working. Goes to the overhead waterfall, but kind of missed his input. Yeah, Hans is gonna back up and let him stab right into the shield.
So that's 3-1. Oskov just pointing out there that because of the flesh wound kill.
Oh, okay.
I believe anyway it's 3-1. Hans low HP. Lion whiffs the kick though. I'm way behind on stamp, and Slayer brings it back. That kick whiff was unfortunate. That's 4-1 now to Slayer.
Impossible.
See much of the same here. Just trying to stab, get around that shield.
Low HP on Hans.
Right in the back.
Slow trying to dodge and weave here. Oh, sorry, Lion even. Oh, interesting matrix dodge duck thing.
Interesting maneuver.
Kind of threw in a crouch with a matrix and a dodge, all in the same movement. Oh, falls for the kick. And that was very, very quickly over there for Slayer. Seeing both players land a lot of kicks against each other. And again, kicks from Lion. Both players falling for a lot of kicks here.
Trying to get as close as possible to stab around, right behind the shield.
Just
in that kick range.
Kick gameplay. So apparently only shields can kick shields, it would seem.
Now we know.
Yeah, I wish I could land this many kicks when I fought a shield. It's 5. I'm not sure what the score is, so I'm not going to say.
I think it's 4-3.
The scoreboard is wrong, don't trust it.
Yeah.
Lion.
I don't think I've seen so many stabs in the first of 10 ever.
Just nice and diverse gameplay here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, big Z stab, drag stab thing. I'm not quite sure what it is with the rapier when you do that. It's not. It kind of like it's both a Z stab and a drag stab because it hits him in the back, but it also stays in the air for quite a while.
Ooh, that kick.
Lion trying to get some of his own now. I wonder, do you think both of these players are in third person or first? Every time I've played a shield, I have to play in third because I can't see.
I'm assuming they're both in third. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't be in third, but you never know. Especially with that shield, you really can't see much.
Lion ahead in this duel so far. Hand is landing a lot of these side stabs on Lion though.
So it's 7-5 for Lion because Hands has one extra.
Aye.
Oh, whiffs the kick.
Seeing swings now, kind of throwing him off. Oh,
Stabs are old news apparently.
new meta.
I don't know how much faster the rapier is than the bastard sword in terms of stats. But obviously Hans thinks there's enough in it to justify using the rapier over the bastard sword. But I mean, with the rapier, all he can do is stab, as we've been seeing. What is that?
Lands that kick.
Wow. What was that kick range? That was huge. On my screen, he didn't even kick him.
I'm not too sure, but it landed.
Where's the kick? Mace is saying Russians have longer legs. That explains it. Lion regenerating his stamp. Lion brings the duel back nicely. Slayer had a pretty big advantage at the start.
Yeah, and this is match point for Lion, 9-6.
And that's Lion takes the duel.
That's it.
It's over. Everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Not really much to analyse with that fight, unfortunately, but Lion takes the win. I think we're going to be seeing more of Shields coming up.
As we approach the
as we progress.
finals, yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of people who don't play Shield swapping onto Shield as well.
So the first quarterfinal match of Macy and Influ.
So in terms of player skill here, I think the players will be fairly evenly matched. We've seen some really strong swing manipulation from Influ. Macy maybe not quite performing as well as he could in the previous match. So interesting to see if he's able to step it up here. I think it's definitely going to be close though.
Bit of honor, some sportsmanship. Here we go, no shields, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think we've got a gentleman's agreement here not to pick shield between the two. Macy already slightly behind. Influ low on stam though, blows it. Lands a nice drag. Still low on stam. Macy knows. Pulls out the cleaver. Oh!
Oh, the cleaver comeback. I like seeing those.
I wonder, does Macy have level 2 legs? I feel like he had quite a lot of health there.
I think those are the gothic legs. That looks like
level
3.
3, yeah. Macy already ahead in this duel.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
This is the kind of performance we were seeing from Macy the other day. Just this kind of aggressive, footworking, face hugging. Especially against the greatsword, you obviously don't really want to be trying to play range because greatsword isn't really long. Punishes with a chamber. Influ
Back and
behind.
forth chamber. Ooh, some footwork.
Influ in trouble here.
Yeah.
Tries to get the cleaver out, but it's too late. I think Macy's certainly the more aggressive player. We don't see Influ really feinting that much. He tries to land more kind of excels and drags. He swapped to the War Axe as well.
We might see some more with that War Axe, but I think he might just play it safe and go for the repost game.
Yeah, War Axe much more stam drain than Messer, but Influ low on stam, so it shouldn't matter. Lots of whiffs here from Influ. Goes for the 360 kick, and that could have cost him. Macy landed a, sorry, not Macy, Influ landed a stab there, but if he'd LMB'd, he would have killed him.
So it's 3-1 for Macy at the moment.
Influ whiffing a lot more than we've seen him in the past. Whiffs the kick.
I think it's a
Very low on
combination
stamina
of manipulation and Macy's score.
4-1 Macy. Influ.
It's back and forth. Oh, down 5-1 for Macy.
Hey guys, I just coming in here to say that I think our Discord server just crashed a little bit, but I fixed it.
Yes.
So getting right back into this duel. No more robo voices.
Yeah, apparently
I
I'm
can
lagging.
give you. Nope, nobody's. The Discord server was lagging.
Yeah,
but,
you have to change the region. I get that.
yeah,
That's
I did.
awesome.
I did it.
Nice, man.
Getting back into it though, boys.
Yep, back into it. So Macy ahead here, and it's going to be 6-1 Macy. Lots of robots in chat. I thought it was my Scottish internet for a second, but looks like we're all sorted.
You have Comcast there, Scotland?
No, we don't have Comcast. I've got good internet, man. It's just the Discord, I think. And Influ swapped onto the Zwei, I believe. Yep, onto the Zwei. Still lots of whiffs from Influ, though. Nice kick, though. Macy on 1 HP. Lands the morph.
Both in that one-shot situation, but Macy was just leading Stam there, so...
Yeah, I think, honestly, Influ is just missing. He's just missing too much, and it's really costing him.
I think he's not
7-1
adjusting to Macy's footwork. Macy's moving away a lot more, and he's kind of pulling his drags in way too far. Trying to get the excels going way too fast. Like that, right there. Macy just walks through it.
Falls for the chamber feint as well. Unfortunately, a big part of this is just mind games when you're so far down. You know, Influ could definitely bring this back. He just needs to realize where he's going wrong. If you try and be too smart or too clever with your swing manipulation, you're going to end up missing and over-excelling like we're seeing.
How do you feel about this wide matchup against the Messer?
I think it's a good pick for sure, but he's not utilizing the range of it enough. Influ slightly ahead in this fight, and the miss didn't really matter. Landed a follow-up attack. Yeah, interesting pick on the Zwei. Again, as I was saying earlier, I would be using the greatsword unless you're wanting to utilize the footwork and the lighter armor, and kind of dodge back and forth. So it's 8-2 Macy.
Both players switching sides.
Macy lands a nice kick there. Influ in trouble on his stamina.
That chamber morph, I'm not sure why he opted to do that.
Oh, big duck. But not enough, unfortunately. 9-2, match point for Macy. Influ still on his way.
Yeah.
Match point. Yep.
Again, Influ just
Ooh.
misjudging his range. Low on or lower on stam. Oh, these misses are just hurting.
Whiffs.
Nice kick though. He needs to back off if he can. Goes for the yump, but just can't quite manage it, and that's match GG to Macy. A lot stronger performance there from Macy than we've seen in the last matchup against Sammy.
They
I think,
definitely looked a little warmed up there.
yeah, I think Influ, we've seen him play well in his previous duels, but maybe just not confident. Lots of misses from Influ, unfortunately, and they really cost him. So in this one, we have Esk against Baskrin. Now, we've seen these two pretty recently, so Baskrin again on the Evening Star, and Esk is playing Greatswords.
This one should be nice as well.
Yeah, I expect we'll see Esk swap onto the War Axe, though, if he's not doing well against the Evening Star. Matchup-wise, as I was saying, Baskrin, no Shiv experience, he's a release player. Esk was a competitive Shiv player, so interesting to see how close this one will be. Baskrin already taking the lead with some nice Evening Star drags.
Those can be real floaty.
I think we'll see Esk swap to the War Axe. Nope, still on Greatsword. Baskrin reads the morph. The morph feint. Baskrin behind on Stam. Esk misses. Lands his second hit. Eats the Excel. Eats the Excel again.
Ouch. Yeah, that was just a lack of him reading those XLs. He wasn't ready. He was probably expecting a nice floaty drag. I don't know why he didn't go for the chamber first.
Chamber, yeah. Not seeing any chambers here from Esk. And falls to the morph feint, but double parries. Ooh, big drag. Swaps the War Axe. No surprises there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good swap.
Agree.
Baskrin just landing some really nice drags. Falls for the feint. I'm surprised Baskrin fell for the feint. It looked like he read it and then he kind of panicked a bit late. I don't know if you ever do that. I hate when that happens. You read a feint, but you panic parry anyway.
Yeah, you know it's a feint, but you just hit that parry button.
You
like,
don't trust your instinct. Baskrin lower on Stam, but Esk is a one hit. Esk should have this if he plays smart. Nice kick from Baskrin, but it's not enough.
Oh!
I called it too soon. Jeez, oh. So that's 4-1 Baskrin?
Yes.
Yeah, 4-1 Baskrin. That range, I didn't think that was going to reach, but it was comfortable.
I'm not sure why he didn't just turn around and get that last chamber.
I thought it was going to be out of range, but I guess he did as well. Big miss from Esk, but doesn't matter. He lands an attack. And Baskrin goes for the chamber and doesn't quite get the timing right there. Not seeing many chamber feint parries from either players. They both seem to just be trying to hard read and parry as much as they can.
And I think these are two weapons you really want the chamber feint to parry against.
Yeah. Esk pushing the stamina advantage. Nice little comeback here. So that's 4-3 Baskrin. I'm going to write this in chat, otherwise I might forget. 4-2? Yeah, 4-3.
Yeah. Oh, that Excel.
Baskrin ahead on Stam, and it should be enough. Esk, lovely hard reads. Lovely double parry as well, but not enough. Pulls out the axe, falls for the drag.
The heavy
Lovely
hand
hard
axe
reads and then-
secondary.
Heavy hand axe, man, I'm telling you. Heavy hand axe is the way to go.
Yeah, to me.
If you ever want to throw somebody off, you just take the heavy hand axe out. Esk behind on health and stamina and falls for the foot drag. Just not enough chamber feint parries really from Esk. He's trying to hard read too much and it's not working for him. I think he would benefit from being more aggressive with the War Axe and trying to just, instead of playing for Stam, just try and take Baskin down as fast as he can.
Yeah, because even playing
Lovely
for
drag.
Stam, you're against an Evening Star. The Evening Star will usually win that. Should definitely try to get those early hits in too.
Some interesting feints there from Esk, but they were working. And we saw there some really nice swing manipulation as well. That's the kind of swing manipulation I've seen from Esk in the past, so maybe he's going to start mixing it up with his offense.
Yeah.
Kinda just running at each other now too.
Yeah, both players
real
taking no
pause.
prisoners. This is definitely not a gentleman's fight. Both of these want to win. Nice counter kick, but it's not enough.
That's 6-5.
Yeah, so I think Esk is one behind on the scoreboard, right?
Yeah,
6-5
from the first
Baskin.
one kill.
My word.
Esk behind on stamina, but not by much. Baskren puts him back. Big misses from Baskren.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
footwork, but
beautiful
not quite
change.
enough. Baskren still footworking well. Gets the pickup. Not going to be enough.
Not time.
That was nice, a nice try by Baskren to bring it back. He had the right idea with the footwork, just wasn't able to get out of range.
6-6.
And we see a swap. We've got Zwei against
Zwei.
War Axe, which I do actually counter pick the War Axe with the Zwei quite a lot, so I think that's a good swap. Lovely Wessex drag from Esk. A nice drag there from Baskren. So 7-6 Baskren.
Yeah.
I think we might see if another change from Esk. Looks like he's changed to a 3-3 or 3-3-2 War Axe now. So could still have Fleshwind on, probably does. Esk low stam, but he's going to get the regen. That was a mistake to push there from Baskren. That's what we were saying earlier about pushing and regenning.
Yes.
Baskren just not decisive enough on whether he wants to push or regen.
Yeah, you have to make that decision and make it quick.
Esk going for the underhand, not landing it. Big excel.
Very fast.
Baskren ahead on stam. Reads the feint. Lovely kick.
Oh,
Lovely foot drag there from Esk.
that was a very clean toe drag with that War Axe.
8-7 Esk, so he's
8-7.
pulling ahead.
Yeah.
Goes
Bit
for
of
the
a-
drag stab and misses.
Oh, that parry was just a little early.
Wessex drags on the War Axe are lovely. Very, very nice drags there from Esk. Falls for the feint, but he's still in it. Baskren's a one hit. Not quite. That's 8 each.
Are we gonna see another 9-9?
Certainly going to be close. I think Esk, if he can get these drags down, maybe we'll take it. But Baskren's certainly not going to go down without a fight. Lovely kick there from Baskren. Eating the excel there. Big
Underhand
underhand
drag.
drag.
Depending on how you throw those, you can make those really difficult to read. There's a few ways to do it, but footwork. That's really low on stand now. In flesh wound. 9-9. This is it. Get your predictions in now.
Yeah.
Oh, that Excel just went just a little, just too far. That's winning stam and health. Bastion, a bit of a weird spot. Both players one tap.
Nice read from Esk. Should have this.
Bastion. GG.
That was a good fight. I enjoyed watching that one.
10-9. That was a really sick set. Glad I got to see that.
Yeah, definitely a GG. That was one of the closest matches and one of the most interesting to watch. I think overall, nice mix of playstyles. Baskrin, better defense. He was kicking well and reading well. Esk, we saw some lovely swing manipulation from him. And I think with the Warax, just the offensive play worked in his favor towards the end.
So now we have Uber and Slow.
Yep. So Slow, expecting him to take the shield against Uber.
Yeah.
He is. He's on the shield. And Uber on the Warax. As I said, Uber's a Shiv player, and fighting shield on Chivalry wasn't too different to Mordhaus, so maybe we'll see a little bit more confidence against the shield.
Well, I believe with that armor, if he gets one nice overhead waterfall around the shield, that'll one-tap his head. So
Yeah, he does have bloodlust, so
play
if
he
you
has
hit,
to go for
yeah,
it.
definitely agree. And you can do some nice waterfall drags kind of around the shield with the Warax, with the overheads. Oh, is that like a waterfall underhand or something? Looked like it went behind.
Yeah, that's exactly
Harry.
what he's doing.
Yeah, he's trying to land those underhands. Uber needs to use his footwork a bit there. He could have dodged out of range, I think.
2-0 for Slow.
Slow, confident here.
He's trying to throw a lot of these underhand waterfalls, a few morphs as well.
Uber was winning on stand, but Slow's landed an attack, and that's set him back. Big underhand drags.
Bit of pillar tech.
Yeah, a bit pillar tech.
Oh, that just caught him.
Uber swaps to the Evening Star, and looks like Slow's got a point to prove by swapping off of the shields. Maybe not the best choice against the Evening Star, but we'll see. Goes for kick. Bad decision. Slow, big double parry. Lovely.
Backwards jump might have gave him that window to get the double parry.
Yeah. Not sure if the jump was intentional, but certainly a very nice double parry there.
4-0 for Slow.
Slow, still on the two-hand bastard sword. He's obviously proving to Twitch chat that you can play without a shield. Not that anybody was in any doubt the swing manipulation he was doing with the shield is lovely. Nice feint there. And good kick as well. The two-hand bastard sword's a funny one. It's kind of like just rubbish longsword, really. It's not very good.
Yeah, I'm not
It
sure
does
why
good
he's
stab damage.
not doing it in one hand when he's not using the sword. That's what I do at least.
He's got a point to prove, and he's proving it. Nice kick from Hubert. Nice kick from Slow. And we see again that kick into stab feint. Lots of feints coming out from Slow. Uber on the ropes a little bit here. Nice footwork there.
6-0. Oh
Slow
my.
Slow just reading the room a little bit better here, and I feel like Uber's feeling the pressure. Not playing as well as we've seen him play.
Whipping out the shield now.
Yeah, swaps to Zwei. Zwei is a nice pick against shield, but you have to use his footwork again, as I've been saying, if you want to justify picking Zwei.
Now
You want to
Uber's just
utilize those.
eating these stabs as well. Carrying a few, falls for the feint. And yeah, it's tough to see.
Yeah, I think Uber is in trouble here unless he finds out the strat against the shield, if there is one. Big drags here on the one-hand bastard sword. Not only does Uber have to hard read the feints, he has to hard read the drags, which are actually pretty nuts, the ones Slow are doing.
I don't think we've seen Uber throw one kick though, have we?
No, we've not. And we did actually see when Slow was fighting, I forget their name, the other shield player, lots of kicks going back and forth, so... Oh, lovely side stab there from Uber. Onto the poleaxe. Interesting. Nice. Falls to the feint, unfortunately.
9-0. Is this going to be a clean sweep here for Slow?
Uber's still on the poleaxe. It's looking like it might be a 10-0. I'm hoping Uber's able to get at least one. Uber already behind on Stam with those chambers. Tries to land a side hit but doesn't manage it, and he's in trouble here. I think that's all over now for Uber.
Tried to whip out the bandage, get a little matrix bandage going. Good try. Slow, good fight. 10-0.
Yeah, no doubt some lovely swing manipulation there from Slow. And just not enough counterplay there from Uber, just not confident against the shield. Spartacus against Lion, 2 shield players coming up now. Spartacus on the, probably will be on a light build with heater shield and spear as we normally see him. I believe he runs dodge as well. Lion, light build, kite shield and bastard sword. I think close.
Spartacus with a targe on his back as well.
Yeah, Spartacus with the targe on his back as well.
Here we go. I think we're going to see a lot of stabs.
Yeah, chat not happy about the shield play. Unfortunately, it's part of the game, and if people are wanting to win and shield's the way to go, then can't blame them for picking it. Spartacus backing off, trying to take a regen.
Stabbed right around the shield. Both of them just trying to get a stab right around the shield. Lion with a nice kick though.
Yeah, Spartacus, I believe, quite a lot more experienced player, at least as far as I'm aware. But well, he's a 10 HP, but I think yeah, both of them one hit. I was just about to say. Oh, lands the kick. Yeah, there we go. All he has to do is play defensive. So that's 2-0 yeah, 2-0 Spartacus, or 1 each. 1 each. Sorry.
Yeah, 1 each.
It's hard because the scoreboard's wrong when they get flesh wounded. Worth noting that Spartacus obviously has the Tard shield, and if he does actually lose that heater shield, he can just pull out the Tard shield. He's got stamina. If he loses that, he gets 30 stam back. So that's actually a good choice because a lot of this will probably come down to stamina. Lion low stam gets a bit of a regen, goes for a kick.
Or duck right around that stab. So that's 2-1, I believe.
I think Spartacus is not quite clear on how the flesh wound rules wait. How the flesh wound rules wait? How they work. My English isn't working very well this morning.
It happens. Back to some more stat gameplay here, right around the shields. Trying the best they can.
Spartacus lower on stam, but he does have the Tard shields.
They can just look out the Targe and get an extra 30 stam.
We might get a bit of excitement if that happens. Never mind. Seals the deal.
Alright, here's the next one. They're just trying these nasty wiggles around each other, and they're not landing, so... The kicks are landing, though.
Lion's doing these nice, like, overhead waterfalls, but... Clearly Lion has the stronger swing manipulation potential, I should say. The short spear, you can really only drag stab with it against another spear. Shield. Lion behind on stamina.
Get the hype cast for the next duel, okay? Let's do this.
We're gonna do some play-by-play stab casting.
Play by play. Here we go.
It's all you, Joda.
Okay. Spartacus starting with a stab. Lion trying to stab around the shield, not working. Lion tries it again. Spartacus goes, whiffs. Lion lands the first stab. Just go for the overhead and misses out. Spartacus trying to back up. Lion gets him in the flesh wound. Stabs him again. Lion takes the round. Wow.
Wow, those stabs. I gotta say, I've never seen stabs like that. Just next level.
Stab. Goes back with the stab, trying to stab him right around him again.
Let's
Spartacus
see a
lands
kick.
that first stab.
Oh, goes for the kick.
Kick
Oh,
whiffs.
Stab. I do like seeing a kick every now and then. Makes the gameplay nice and varied.
We'll pop off if there's ever a not stab right here. So another stab by Lion. Spartacus responds with another stab. Lion stabs
see an
him.
overhead.
Spartacus stabs him back. Little Lion stab.
I think
Right
Lion's gonna
back.
do an overhead.
Spartacus stabbing him back. We'll see. I'm waiting for that overhead. We're getting ready.
Come on,
Stab.
Lion. I believe.
Spartacus responds with a stab. Lion again with a stab. Nice little stab. Stab right back. Stab.
Come on, Lion.
Stabs
do the
him
overhead.
again. Gets stabbed in the back. Lands the stab.
Actually, Spartacus was going to lose that duel, but I'm not quite sure what happened for Lion. I think it's 5.
Oh! Lion throws an overhead. Wow. We've never seen this. Stab.
Oh, wow.
Very technical kick right there. Into a stab. Was that a
That was an
horizontal?
LMB. Did you see that LMB?
Oh my god.
Crazy stuff.
No one's
Lion
ever done
really
that
thinking
before.
Inside the box here. Spartacus, low stamp. Are we going to see a targe swap? Oh, he doesn't even need
They're
it.
punching.
He's insane.
Oh!
Spartacus doesn't even need the shield. Clearly the best player here. Just fisting Lion to death. Insane gameplay. That's
Never
the most.
seen somebody swing with the side of the blade as opposed to the point. That was so crazy. Spartacus stabbing around the shield. Lion trying the same thing, trying to stab his feet. Ends up catching him off guard. Stabs him again.
I think Spartacus should just pull out his fists here. No. I mean, no surprise, he won with his fists. He is in the Fist clan after all. Clearly been training.
Oh, interesting. We saw Lion initiate with a stab. I haven't seen that before. Little overhead whiff into a stab.
Lion definitely thinking about doing another. No, never mind.
Stabs him right in the back.
That was a short 5 seconds. Did he kill himself?
I think
That was
he
definitely
hit
not 5
end.
seconds.
Yeah.
I'm expecting some. Oh, both on short spears now.
Oh, here
This is
we
gonna
go.
make the gameplay very interesting. Nice and diverse weapon, short spear.
Doing nice circles with their stabs. An overhead thrown
Did he
and
just-
whiffed. That's what happens when you go for these risky not stabs.
Spark is just waiting for the opportunity to stab. Low on stab. Charging up his stab power here. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Spartacus might have to pull out his fists again. Oh, never mind. Lovely stab. Lovely stab again. I think Spartacus should set up a 5er. Show everybody how to do these insane moves.
Some stab tutorial tech.
I thought Spartacus normally runs dodge actually. I'd be interested to see dodge in a spear fight, shield fight. Back to Bastard Sword for slowly.
So
Sorry,
Lion try another overhead. And another one, but you see him whiff. I think he needs to stick with those stabs.
Yeah.
Those seem to be working quite a little bit better. Responding with a stab right around the shield. Goes for another overhead that whiffs again.
Lion low on stam and doesn't have the targe shield to back him up. He's in trouble.
That's 9-5, I believe. Because that flushing from
Yeah,
earlier.
9-5, I think. And match point, Spartacus. I wonder if we'll see anything wild this one. Big side stab. Big side stab. And that is GG, I believe.
I believe that's GG.
Just waiting for confirmation. Because I'm not quite sure because of the flesh wound kills and so on. The scoreboard could be
Yeah,
wrong.
the scoreboard's pretty wrong right now.
Yep, that's GG.
Yeah, that's
Spartacus
GG.
takes it.
High level display of stabs right there. You won't see any better.
Okay, chat. Everybody breathe. So we have Esk and Macy. This will be a good one. I'm hoping.
Oh yeah.
I think we'll be seeing War Axe from Esk and Messer again from Macy. We might actually see some next level swings and overheads in this one if we're lucky. Macy's saying he's only got stab bound just for us.
Little help here? Yeah.
And Esk instantly.
Was he not
taking the
kidding?
advantage.
Was he not kidding?
I don't know if... Is Macy trolling?
I saw him throw 2 stabs right
Yeah.
off the gate.
I think
He may
he's
have
serious, man.
actually unbound his mouse wheel down and
Macy
his
stabs.
LMB.
And he stabs. Stab. Oh, this is... I'm getting deja vu here.
Oh.
What is S doing with these exploits?
no.
This can't be allowed.
Yeah.
These fights are gonna reach me in my sleep and in my nightmares.
Esk not conforming to the new meta. Oh, Macy's woken up. It's 3-0 Esk. Maybe Macy just being a gentleman and trying to give Esk a bit of a head start. Macy behind on health and stamp.
Nice toe drag.
Dies anyway. Yeah, Esk whipping out these underhands, and surprised we've not seen him use these before. I mean, he was doing a couple in the last duel, but they're so strong on the War Axe because they're hard to read. And Macy swapped to the Zwei, as I was saying earlier. I think the Zwei is a good counter pick to War Axe.
No
Esk goes for the Matrix and does not manage it. Nice counter kick.
S throwing a bunch of feints and then deciding to still run in. I'm not sure why he didn't back up and get a little bit of stem.
I think he's still actually got the stam advantage. Yeah, he does. Macy behind on stam here, big time.
Ooh.
Yeah, threw a lot of feints, but didn't cost him, so he must have known he was ahead.
So that's 5-0. Wasn't expecting that.
5-0 Esk. Macy, I think could definitely make a comeback here. Esk is maybe just making a shield clash real quick.
Oh no.
Agree. Yeah.
Big underhand, but he misses. Nothing too fancy from Macy coming out. He's just playing it nice and safe. The 360 cleaver. That's 5-1 Esk. Still on War Axe.
So he was out of range, opted to hit the floor. It was a good choice.
Macy goes for the kick and almost lands it. Esk read it well and falls for the combo on the War Axe. Yeah.
The 1-2.
Also worth noting that Esk has gone full 3-3-3 instead of his usual like 2-3-2 that he had on before. Just to avoid getting two-shot by his Y, I believe. Whiffs the underhand. Esk in trouble here with Stam. Pulls out the cleaver. He's going to try and pick up the axe and manages it. He should probably swap back to the cleaver so he gets his stamina. Oh, gets a nice kick. Oh,
Good pillar
close.
attack. Oh.
Yeah, close. Would have been the play to keep the cleaver out and try and get disarmed, and then he could swap back to the axe.
Agree.
6-2-esque. Macy eating the overhead, reading the combo fin.
Kick
Big
the
underhand
dragon
goes to the
red.
chamber. Esque behind on stamina a lot. Goes for a duck. And he's in trouble here. Pulls out the cleaver. Yeah, not enough.
It's a good strat. You don't see a lot of players do that. Well, you start to see it in high level where you back away, you whip out your secondary, so that off disarm, your secondary flies away, and you pull out your primary again.
Yeah.
6-3. Macy could still bring this back. Macy not really using the Zwei to his advantage, I don't feel like. He's playing pretty passive, like he'd be using a Messer. Still, not passive, but playing pretty close to Esque. Not really footworking at all. Esque, no stam.
Tried to go for a little 360 LMB gamble there with the cleaver. Throw him off a little bit.
Stam play seems to be playing off heavily for Macy. Esque really shouldn't be losing the stam battle with a War Axe. He swapped to Evening Star. Better counter pick against his Y. As I was saying earlier, Evening Star very strong against his Y. Nice duck from Macy and punches with a chamber. Esque, no stam.
When you whip with an Evening Star, your stamina goes real far low.
Nice. Yeah, nice comeback here from Macy. He's not doing anything special, not going crazy with his swing manipulation, just playing nice and patient and winning on stam. I think Esque, if he wants to start turning this round, just needs to dial it down a bit and try and outstam Macy with the Evening Star. It is coming down to stam in most fights. Esque already behind on stam.
Foot drag.
Tries to underhand drag, but not going to pull it off with the Evening Star. Nice kick.
Brought him back stamina wise.
Nice drags there with Evening Star. You'll notice he's trying to do the underhand drag with Evening Star he was doing on the War Axe, but it's pretty tricky with the Evening Star.
Yeah, I've tried that before when I started using
what?
Evening Star off of War Axe and ended up hitting the floor every time. You have to do it differently.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you've ever tried to do it with Halberd as well. It's just like, really difficult. And Esque already blown his stamina big time. Esque on 30 stam, but doesn't matter. Just deletes Macy.
Yeah, that was a floaty drag.
It's 8-5 Esque.
Help! Oi!
Nice chamber by Macy.
Yep. Esque. Lower stam, but not by much.
Those overhead excels with the Evening Star, pretty nasty as well.
Still trying to land those underhand drags, and I think you should be doing the overheads instead. I think they're much harder to read and better drags overall on the Evening Star. 9-5 though, doesn't seem to matter too much anyway.
Match
Macy's
point
still
for
up
Esque.
as well.
I like seeing the salute, you know, a bit of sportsmanship.
Macy a one hit, but Esque behind on stamina. Esque just blew his stamina there, but Macy fails the chamber. Went for a
Good
chamber feint
fights.
parry, I think.
Yeah, I
Just
think
didn't
so
feint
too.
parry. Close game. Two very different playstyles there. Macy was being very passive, trying to play for stamina. Esque just kind of going ham and trying to kill Macy as fast as possible. Macy almost brought it back, but not quite. Next up, we got another shield match, I believe.
Oh,
So it's
here
going
we
to be
go.
Spartacus against Slow. And we might actually see some stab gameplay coming up.
All right, let's get the hype going, right? I'll start it this time. Yeah.
It's all you.
All right, we got the hype cast the shield duels, chat. We got this.
I'm so excited that I can't contain myself.
Okay. I predict it's gonna start with a stab. Oh, look at that. Spartacus starting with the stab. Just responding with stabs to each other, stabbing around each other. Slow, landing that first stab.
Whoa, what was that? That was insane shield gameplay right there. I want to see more of that. Whatever that was, I want to see more of it. That was an underhand, but it did not look like one.
Stab into stab, into another stab. Stabs. Gets blocked. Overhead. Oh, wow. We saw an overhead. Coming back with stabs.
Spartacus low stab. Think he's going to have to stab? Yep, goes for the stab. Whoa, big
A
kick.
kick. And another overhead.
Slow 2-0 with the superior shield gameplay. Worth noting that Slow is using spear, heater shield, and bandage. Not seen any reason to take a bandage so far in this dual tourney.
Yeah, especially not in this shield duels.
Yeah, would be more sensible to do what Spartacus has done. That was a nice little side stab and overhead straight through his shield somehow.
Had to go for a jump stab. Has a chance. 3-0 for Slow.
Skills Pays Bills should change his name to Shields Pay Bills, because it's looking like it's going to be a shield off. Spartacus behind on stamina. Never
Finn
mind.
gets punished by a stab.
Lands a stab.
Overhead waterfall attempts. I feel like we could be seeing a little more stabs.
Yeah, I think Spartacus maybe just not winning here. Not enough stabs.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell what's happening next.
Something about spectating the shields in first person makes me feel a little bit like motion sick. All these stabs, it's too much for me.
Yeah, I've
My
been
brain
in
can't
free
handle.
camp this whole time.
My brain can't handle this high IQ gameplay.
We'll get there someday.
Went for the kick.
Another stab.
Oh. Slow pulling out the overheads, not enough. Too little, too late. Makes you wonder why kicks against shields were ever nerfed. Must confess. Question that change.
Back pedal speed was reduced on shield. I think that's the way.
Yeah, or even like a point increase so they can't take such light armor, or Oskov suggested a turn cap increase. That would be
That's a
turn
good
cap
idea too.
turn cap increase, yeah, turn cap.
I wouldn't mind all of those.
Yeah, just
4-2.
yeah, Slow still just appears to be a little bit more dominant. I swapped to heavy, no, normal axe? Yeah, normal axe, that's not heavy hand axe. Interesting choice, going for the overhead waterfalls. This might actually be more interesting to watch. Slow behind on stamina, but he's going for the stab gambles
Still
with that axe.
stabbing with the axe. That underhand waterfall.
I'm liking this axe gameplay. It's riveting. He's doing some nice waterfalls, and he's got the ability to. So just for clarification, when he's when we say an underhand waterfall, he's underhanding and walking to the side and going behind and hitting him in the back almost.
Yeah, but essentially you're faking the underhand excel. You go to miss them and hit them in the other side of the head.
I think there's two ways you can do it. One, you can walk, if you're doing a normal underhand, you can walk to the left and hit their left side from behind. Or you can like move it around their body and walk to the right and hit them as it comes back around. Quite tricky to do though. I've seen Short Spear doing it pretty strong. I think Spartacus was doing, sorry, not Spartacus, Slow was doing a couple with the Short Spear that looked pretty janky. He swapped to Bastard Sword. I'll try and call out if I see him do an underhand waterfall again so you guys can see what it looks like.
Right there, he tried the overhead. Right there, that's him doing that underhand waterfall. Didn't get parried though.
It seems pretty effective against the shield.
Any sort of waterfall is really good, underhand or overhead. I usually opt for overhead.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing stronger swing manipulation here from Slow, and I think that's what's winning in the fights. Spartacus just doesn't have the diversity there with the spear that he needs. But he's landing these stabs, so it shouldn't matter too much. And Spartacus goes down. It's almost.
So it's 7-3, yeah.
Slow. Hoping we're going to see some shield counterplays in the next brackets. I wonder how effective like a naked sledgehammer would be against the shields.
Probably pretty effective as long as you can end up defending yourself properly.
I think you could probably footwork, maybe not against the short spear, but against the bastard sword, I think you could footwork pretty easily against it. I would certainly give that a go if I was losing. Go like a peasant class with the sledgehammer. Why not?
Yeah, at this point it's a why not situation.
Yeah, exactly. We were saying that earlier, if you're losing, then you need to mix it up. Spartacus in trouble here, but I don't anticipate him changing his class whatsoever.
I think he just has to stab a little more.
Yeah. So after this, we have the finals coming up. Oh, takes him with the jump stab. Yeah, chat saying Spartacus only has one class, and I'm inclined to agree. I've never seen him play anything else.
More stabs. Tries to throw it. GG.
Yeah, that's
10
GG.
to
So
4 for Slow.
got Slow going through, and that's Spartacus out. So that's Spartacus-esque, I believe, for the finals. We'll see what Esk is able to do against the shield. He'll probably be playing War Axe, but if it's not going his way, I'm not sure what he'll counterpick, but I'm hoping to see some strategy coming from Esk about how to beat this shield. He's certainly going to have a hard time, though. He's on to Bardiche with the long grip, the alt grip.
Hey boys, I'm gonna join you here for grand finals.
Excellent.
Fluff.
I hope we can see a little bit of a anti-shield grand finals here with ESK pulling it out. He's going to be using alt mode Bardiche here against the shield user.
Yeah, I hope we see some more any shield tech coming out.
Yeah, I hope so.
Esk
First round.
using lighter armor. I think he's a 1-3-2 in this setup.
Clips his heels
Doesn't
there.
look like
First death going to Slow, or first kill rather.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's running Flesh Wound, but he swapped. Esk has swapped to Battle Axe with Arming Sword secondary.
There we go. We got ESK RP walk into the battlefield.
We're having some stream issues, just bear with us. We'll get it sorted. Live, apparently.
Yep. There you go. Just making sure that the camera settings were all good. Oh, jumping the underhand there.
Yeah, lovely jump.
Slow, putting away the shield. Said he's trying to make a point here. Said I can win this without the shield.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to prove to chat that he's got more to him than just the shield gameplay. Not that we were in any doubt. He's been doing some lovely drags and swing manipulation.
That he has the swing manipulation. He's just using that shield to maybe secure his place here in the finals, and now he says, "Okay, I can still do this without it."
Wow, over dragging there.
Yeah, Bastard Sword's a strange one when it's in the two-hand mode. It's got a really loose turn cap, so it feels strange when you play other weapons and then go to the two-hand Bastard Sword. It doesn't feel like anything else in the game. Very floaty.
Well, he's making good use of it here. That's 2 rounds without the shield, so it's making a bit of a statement to everybody who's saying he can only play with shield. Hard reading those feints.
Esk behind on stamina, but he does have the higher stam negation of the greatsword, and that puts him ahead.
Nice footwork.
Yep. Abusing the range of that two-handed bastard sword. Slow backing up, pressing S, and first kill on the board for ESK. Well played there with the great sword. I think we're probably going to see Slow
shield
bring out the
return.
shield. Yep.
Yeah, it's
No,
gonna,
he's gone
it's
to
gonna
Oh,
make
he
Zweihander.
swapped to Zweihander.
interesting.
Interesting choice against the greatswords, as we were
Gotta
saying
say,
earlier.
from the spectator perspective, I'm pretty damn happy with this one. Let's go. Greatsword versus Zweihander.
Definitely.
Slow is actually a 2-hit to the greatsword, so he needs to be careful.
Over excel hard there. Maybe on purpose, though. Slow with a
Ooh.
massive mix-ups, hitting ESK 3 times in the face. Nice decap there to end it.
So Esk really needing to land the overheads he got on Slow's legs and try and get the 2-hit.
Parried
the
that
feint,
more
reads
real
the-
early, but then gets those
Nice
nice
read
hard
there.
reads.
Lovely drags there from Esk. Both of them 1-hit and chamber punish. Definitely, without the shield, players seem to be fairly evenly matched.
Yeah. Slow, really, with effective and really good swing manipulation. Seems like he's really thinking about the duel a lot as well, as he's able to read ESK pretty hard.
Nice
we're
excel.
seeing some nice excels here from Slow.
Nice toe drag.
Good read from Esk.
Toe drags him right back.
Oh, jumps
jumped
over
it.
that one.
Ooh, that drag.
Great
That was
duels here.
floaty.
Some nice mix-ups from Slow. I wonder if we'll see Esk. No, he's still on the greatsword. I think that's a solid choice against his Y, as I've been saying. So I don't anticipate seeing him swap to the War Axe.
These are some good grand final duels so far.
Absolutely.
I went for the waterfall,
Yeah.
got parried a little early. Tries to drag, just going for
Yes.
toss. Not sure why
Looks
he
like a-
jumped.
Joey's stamina.
No, that looks like a miss input right there. He hit the space bar, didn't mean to.
Yeah, we've all been there. It happens. Slow whiff
Ooh,
though.
nice combo feint to parry by Slow there. I really thought the punish was going to go through for SK.
Yeah, Esk
But,
could have brought that back.
6-2 for Slow. Slow showing that he can do it without the shield.
Swap to the War Axe for Esk. See if it works out for him, but he might struggle against this Y.
Yeah, I think this is why, as you've been saying, you usually pick this Y to counter pick the War Axe, so we'll see how it works.
Nice combos from Slow.
Another jump.
Esk low on stam, tries to footwork. He's in trouble here. Nice chamber feint.
Hidden flesh wound. Nothing he can do there.
Just superior defense and offense, really, we're seeing here from Slow. Esk just not found his rhythm quite yet. We're seeing a lot of chamber feint parries
Definitely.
here from Slow, and it's working for him.
Yeah, and Slow is just getting the hard reads on SK here. It's even when he was in flesh wound, he wasn't scared, parrying, chambering, everything.
Nice drag into a stab.
Esk just not
Ooh,
reading
that
as well
morph
as he
as
has been.
well. Yeah.
Almost gets the
Almost.
jump.
Wow, he almost jumped over the underhand and punished. That
He
would have
did
been
not.
a wild kill.
Yeah,
I
he
would
did
have
not
liked to
let
see
that go
that.
for free.
That's 8-2 to Slow.
The momentum going into grand finals here has been a bit strange with all the shields, but glad to get some good duels in here for the last set. SK clipping his heels.
Nice footwork. Gets the cleaver.
Cleaver out, no legs. It's going to be 9-2 for Slow. Well, I think Slow is establishing himself to be one of the best Russian duelers this tournament. This is match point, tournament point.
With the Evening Star. It's comboed with that XL. Another XL just goes
Just like
straight
that.
through.
Well done for Slow. He said shield only, sure. Shutting up everybody who said he could only do it with shield. He got here, brought out shield for 2 rounds, didn't even use it, and won it out with the Zweihander.
He had the
Well played from
reads, he had
Slow. Well
swing
played from ESK.
manipulation. Yeah, that was really well played. He had everything that most players commonly think shield players don't have. He had the swim manipulation. He had the reads. He knew exactly when to parry, when to chamber. Really well
Yeah.
played.
most people who are using that shield main are not able to take off the shield and then do as well as that. Rogue, I believe we're gonna be hosting your stream.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do some duels and maybe some scrims later on, but that was really good fun and slow. Just really interesting play there from him. He was just better defense, better offense, and it's just a shame to see Esk. And I think maybe just the pressure got to Esk. He's not been performing in that last set as much as we've seen him. But
Yeah, absolutely. One of his.
I believe our next EU tournament's in September, right?
Yes, sir. Coming soon. No, sooner than that. Sorry.
Sooner than that?
End of August. We are very close to it. Not sure why September, or why you said September, but we have more coming soon. Late August for our skirmish tournament. We have Spartacus running around here just in the middle, being the post-match jester. But thanks everyone for watching. Great grand finals. Thanks to our partners EFL and Triternion. And of course, Esports Hub for letting us host this tournament on their wonderful platform. Great duels today. Great grand finals. Joda, thanks for casting. You guys were wonderful. I'm glad I could come in for grand finals.
Thank you for coming in. It was a pleasure. Roak, well done.
Pleasure, guys, as always.
Well, we'll be hosting you soon. Thanks everybody for watching.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.